Senator Ron Johnson, Republican of Wisconsin, always talks about how he got into politics to try to repeal Obamacare. Oh, how noble you are, man. And while he's campaigning and talking to the media, and he's even done this in a couple op-eds, he tells this personal story about how great healthcare was before Obamacare. Anecdotal much? I mean, the state of the system, when you look at the actual data, was horrendous. 45,000 people died every year because they don't have access to basic care. Medical bills was the #1 cause of bankruptcy. 30+ million people uninsured. I mean, I can go on and on here. It was just a disaster area. But he thinks, I had a good experience, so it must be good for everybody. Childish thinking. But he tells this story about how his daughter, 30 years ago, needed reconstructive heart surgery, and his doctor, a guy named John Foker, wouldn't have been able to do that surgery today with Obamacare in place because of all the burdensome regulations, but back then he was able to do it, so he's fighting to go back to the system that saved his daughter's life. In fact, I'll give you his actual quote. He said, "I would not have run for the U.S. Senate had Obamacare not been passed. Our story has a happy ending because we had that freedom." That's what this healthcare law is all about. It's an assault on our freedom. It's going to lower the quality of our care. It's going to lead to rationing. The types of medical innovation that saved my daughter's life and that saves millions of Americans, I won't say it's going to come to a grinding halt, but it's going to be severely limited. Well, some people decided to actually go to the source and talk to Dr. Foker himself, the guy who did the surgery for his daughter. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I support Obamacare completely. In fact, if anything, he criticizes Obama from the left. He says, quote, "Unfortunately, it was written by the insurance and drug companies, so not great. Most of the many flaws of American medical care are still present." So he's hinting that he supports a single-payer system. And he also says Republicans should love Obamacare because it's a private solution. He says, quote, "It's a private solution. They're never happy," he says. And here's the best part, quote, "Contrary to Johnson's fears, Foker was and remains a professor at the University of Minnesota's medical school, a public institution, and performed the life-saving surgery on Johnson's daughter at the government-funded university's medical center. Moreover, the innovative procedure that Johnson credits for saving his daughter's life was not developed as the wonderful result of health law freedom, but was first performed in the more socialized health systems of Brazil and France." So in other words, every single claim of Ron Johnson is factually incorrect, it's absolute bullshit, and socialized medicine is the answer. Medicare for all is the answer. I don't know what you think, but I trust his doctor over him.